right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. On its way from Irving for two. That one off the back iron and out. Here's G. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
58 seconds left to play in the third. Irving drives in. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
From deep. And he gets it to go. G's got 58.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Durant. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Durant's got 6 points.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And the foul called on G. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court. Substitution.
Here's DeRozan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. West All-Stars out in front, running away with this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, G, he's in at point guard. Griffin is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Harden in at the three, the small forward. And that one's good by G.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Thomas kicks to Anthony.
Melo having a terrific game. He's got 13 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight. And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
And Thomas, here we go. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The three, no good. And here are the East All-Stars now. Passes it to Love. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Russell dishes to G. From deep, that's good. G's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Anthony bounces high off the rim and drops.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The three, and again the three-point shot from G.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Thomas kicks to Batum. Poke loose. Pushing it up. Here's G. Buries the long-range jumper.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Drops in the tray off the fast break. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm. How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's the three. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thomas's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Nice work there coming off the screen.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The East making a switch. Walker's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Lillard's checked in for Russell. And here's the West with the ball. G. And it's the East with the rebound. Anthony, the pass to Butler. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's G, guarded by Walker. G kicks to Gasol. Lets it go with a 3. Yep, it's good, and another 3 from G.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
And the West All-Stars have possession. From deep 3-point range, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. One-on-one fast break. Lets it go from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assist.
Gasol dishes to G. This one for 3. Aldridge's screen.
I'll tell you what, he'll get some of those hustle points if he keeps boxing out like that.
The pass to Butler. Shoots the 3. Shot no good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Here's G. Off target from 3-point range. The East All-Stars on offense. Anthony, the pass to Walker. Off target with his 3. .116 left to play in the final quarter. Didn't think that was going to go in.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And it's Butler missing. Butler's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's G. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Outside, Walker. Love with the screen for Walker. Back to Batum. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Move the ball.
Here's G. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Love with the screen on Lillard. Batum dishes to Love. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
From the arc. G, no good. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. What'd you think, Shaq?
Can you say freak-alicious? Watching this guy all season, I think most of us were expecting him to go off. He did not disappoint. It's a tremendous honor to be named MVP of the All-Star Game. Big-time career underway for this young man.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second half of the season.